Oh, hello, Spirit House here again. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit because what's going on in the collective right now is, there's a lot of shifts, huge shifts right now, and ascension energies and solar flares and all kinds of like just a gumbo of energies coming in right now. But on top of that, we're also being heavily attacked because anytime we go through an ascension or a shift, we have the opposition trying to heavily attack us, trying to pull us back into the 3D. So I just wanted to let you know that I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but the dream magic or crown chakra attacks have been very, very heavy over the past at least 10 days, I would say. Since since about, for me, since about 2 days before the last full moon on the 12th of this month. But I just wanted to tell you, I've had a lot of freaky dreams. Okay, I have so many people astro projecting in my dreams, and so many demons and things coming into my dreams, trying to fool me, or shapeshifters and things like that over the years, that I could fill up a baseball stadium with the amount of strangers that I've never met before. Some of them are actors and people that I recognize, okay, which I'm not going to name, but most of them are complete strangers, or people that shapeshift into complete strangers. And then some of them are people that I recognize, that I know, that have been messing with me for years. So I have, my ex-husband from 13 years ago, who constantly, still, I don't know why, he's had a long-term girlfriend that could be considered a common law marriage if they aren't married. I haven't spoken to him in 6 years. Okay, but showing up constantly. And I don't have any feelings. I mean, I left. I'm the one that left. I don't have any reason to think about him because my kids are older now, so I don't have to deal with him at all. I have two boys with him, but it's like he shows up and like spies on me. And then I met somebody about it was in 2021, 4 years ago, that was a covert narcissist from Italy. And I didn't even meet him. I never met him in the flesh. We never had physical contact, but we did speak constantly on the phone, and, spent quite a bit of time together, long distance, for about 7 months before I realized what he was and what he was doing, and the whole deal, right? I mean, he was like actually a spiritual hitman that was sent into, or that was bribed after we met to take me out spiritually. And I never met his family, and I realized he was married, or he'd had a long term relationship that he went back to during the time that we were together, and he lied and told me he was single. Okay, but I never met his family or anybody around him, right? Because he was in Italy and it was during the pandemic. Nobody could travel. And so I said, you know what, this isn't working out for me, after I realized that he had at least, and then I realized he had a whole bunch of others. Okay. I realized a lot about him. He had a sex addiction and a bunch of other stuff, and he was a narcissist, a spiritual narcissist actually, and a malignant one. I mean, really bad. So I said, okay, this isn't working for me, and I think we need to part ways. And so, I texted and emailed a couple of times after that because, we there was a spiritual bond there. Let me just say that, but it wasn't really the positive kind. It was almost like a fallen twin flame kind of relationship, and I started to ascend, and my gifts started to awaken, and at the same time I started realizing all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. So anyway, so cut to now, and his family's been attacking me for the entire time since I walked away. Never stopped, even though I have no interest. He's blocked, and I changed my number, everything. His family and his witch hose, okay, I don't know how else to say it, from his little cult or coven, and his ex-wife or current wife or baby mama are all attacking me. They're all witches, right? And and some of them even like hide behind the mask of religion. But at any rate, okay, here I'm cutting to the dream I had last night, which was really significant because I've already known that they were trying to do this, all the different spells they've been trying to do on me and stuff, because they do it so often. It's like a daily thing with them. But it's like I had this dream where I was with this group of people that I didn't know here again. And we were kind of like caravanning. We were getting ready to caravan around like on a road trip, right? And so all of a sudden I like got the urge to order all this stuff online. It's like leather pants, this, that, bag, this, that. And I spent like thousands of dollars right before we left. And that's totally unlike me. Okay. I mean, that's why I have some savings is because I'm not frivolous. And so it's like they're trying to attack you to get you to spend your money so that you go broke. Okay, this is one of the things they want you to do since they can't sacrifice you, they can't kill you, or they have not been successful yet, and they can't get you to be depressed or feel bad or miss them. Their sex magic and their, love spells don't work on you because you're, an earth angel or a chosen one or whatever you consider yourself to be or know that you are. So they go after trying to get you to spend frivolously, trying to overindulge and stuff. So that's what that whole portion of the dream was about. And then, so we get on the road, and there was this person in front of me, this guy, and we were kind of like watching out for each other. And it's dark out. It's really dark. And so he pulls over off the freeway. And so I thought, well, I better check on him since we're. So I pulled off, and I was in a little truck. It wasn't even my car. It was like a vintage truck, okay, that I was driving around. And I had all of these clothes in the back, right, that I just bought. So I go over and I say, what's the problem? He's like, well, my battery died. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, do you need a jump? And so I gave him a jump. And then we get back on the freeway. And then he pulls off again. And I'm like, he's like, my battery died again. And I said, why don't you just go buy a battery? And I started to get really irritated because I knew it was a demon. I knew it was a demon in my dream or somebody's demonic attachment, right? From my past. Okay. So I'm like, I started getting really irritated, and I'm not usually like this. I don't overreact in real life, but it was like, I would have never pulled off in the dark for somebody that I didn't know in the first place in real life, right? But this is a dream. So I was like, why don't you just go buy a new battery? Let me look at your connections. Open the hood. Let me see what's going on here. I said, if you need to, I can buy you a battery. I can give you money for a battery, but I never want to see your face and I never want to hear from you again. And all of a sudden, this person runs off, just bolts and disappears and leaves his truck right there. Definitely a demon. Okay. So I was getting really annoyed. So then I spent some time looking around for my keys and stuff like that. But definitely it's what the whole significance of it is that they're trying so hard to get you to spend frivolously, which I don't do, and it's not working, but that's what the dream was telling me. And they're trying, on things you don't need. And times are uncertain right now. So it's a good time to save. And even if you have good money, like really just kind of be careful, I'll spend money on like a good bag, good shoes that'll last, but things that will last, things that don't wear out, and stuff like that. I don't go crazy, I mean, I buy quality that I know will last, and then that's it, and I don't sit there and go crazy on stuff. I like quality things, and during Christmas I did spoil my kids, and I went a little bit out for my family, but other than that, I'm usually really pretty careful and frugal, despite how much I have. And so it's like that whole dream was they're trying to get you to be indulgent, overindulgent, overspend so you go broke because they don't want you to have anything, and also trying to distract you, get you off course. That's what the whole thing with a car battery of this person, this demon in my dream, was to get you off track and get you to go off course and cause you to lose your focus. So those are just two of the things that they're doing. They're doing many other things, believe me. I mean, they've got my voodoo doll, the voodoo doll they bought of me out, and trying to do all kinds of stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know instantly what they're doing, and I rebuke it, and I send it right back to them. So I just wanted to let you know kind of what's going on with the crown chakra attacks and things like that. They're just trying to do anything that they can at this point to get us off our path and get us off track, distract us, keep us away from work, make us spend too much money, all this stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I love you guys a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.